Programs usually seen at this time will not be shown tonight in order to bring you this special program.
Now, a special program in living color on NBC.
The 43rd Annual Academy Award Show. Here in the plaza of the Los Angeles Music Center, fans have been waiting since early this morning to catch a glimpse of the stars as they arrive for the awards ceremony. There's Ryan O'Neal, Whitney Taylor-Young, and George Segal, versatile young actor. There's former Oscar winner Jennifer Jones as an Oscar in the Best Actress category, and General of the Army Omer N. Bradley with his wife Kitty. There's Leigh Grant, nominee for Best Supporting Actress, and Maximilian Schell, nominated as producer in the foreign film category. The esteemed and multi-talented actress Ginger Rogers. There's Jack Nicholson, also a nominee for Love Story, and Ally McGraw, gorgeous Ally, nominated for Best Actress, escorted by her husband Robert Evans, Paramount Studio head. Tonight, the Academy Awards Orchestra will be conducted by three-time Oscar nominee Quincy Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and a former Academy Award winner himself, Mr. Daniel Taradash.
Good evening. In the 19 years the awards have been telecast, there's never been a commercial about the Academy. I can't withstand the temptation. What is the Academy? Who are we? Well, it takes a lot of people to make a motion picture, and our 3,600 members include almost all of those who make most of the best. What does the Academy do? Many things. We maintain the Margaret Herrick Library, undoubtedly the world's finest collection of material relating to film. It's open to the public. It's used to a fare thee well. We carry on a rainbow of other activities. In the last 3 years, for example, we've given a young lady funds to write a book on the popular image of women as portrayed in American films, and to another to help her finish a movie on the contemporary life of the Crow Indians, and to 2 teachers to prepare a textbook on how they used motion pictures to improve dramatically the reading ability of pupils in inner-city high schools. We endowed a chair at the American Film Institute, made a grant to the National Film Board of Canada, and another to the United Nations as part of the budget of a documentary to be made in Africa by a brilliant young filmmaker from Gambia. We gave a scholarship in music composition for the screen, allotted funds for cinema students to intern on the set with eminent directors, published with the Writers Guild a monumental reference book called Who Wrote the Movie? We've given grants to students to write screenplays and to others to make films and to others to complete films. And we made a grant to one very promising student who took it and immediately disappeared. And, oh yes, once a year we give Academy Awards. Which brings me, I admit by a circuitous route, to tonight. Perhaps you've wondered in the past how we're able to show the winners instantly after they're announced, and how the orchestra just as instantly begins the theme music of that particular music. Well, here we are at rehearsal yesterday. Our director is able to move in on the winner so quickly because he's assigned seats for every nominee for every award. Photos are used to help the cameraman memorize where the stars will be seated. As the stand-in opens the envelope...
And the winner is... Cromwell.
Of course, at this point, the real envelopes are locked in a safe at the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse. So we play out a charade with fake announcements. This is done with all the possible winners in order for Quincy Jones and his orchestra to rehearse their cues with appropriate music. As soon as the winner is announced, Quincy is ready with the downbeat, and the musicians are ready to go into the correct theme.
And the winner is the Hawaiians.
And now that you know how it's done, let's do it. I'm happy to present some of Oscar's best friends. First, Sally Kellerman. Jim Brown. Sarah Miles. Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach. Joan Blondell. John Marley. Genevieve Bujold. George Segal. Paul Apprentice and Richard Benjamin. Shirley Joan. Walter Matthau. Juliet Krause. Glenn Campbell. Merle Oberon. Gregory Peck. John Moreau. Ryan O'Neill. Eva Marie Saint. Steve McQueen. Goldie Hawn. And Harry Belafonte.
To comply with the FCC regulations, we have to tell you that this year, as usual, all eligible Academy members voted for nominations for the Best Picture of the Year. The other nominations were made by members of the Academy branches, specialists in their fields. Finally, Academy members voted for all the awards of merit. And the secret ballots were tabulated by the accounting firm of Price Waterhouse. You got all that? Okay. Now here to break the first seal are Shirley Jones and John Marley.
Well, John, I really want to congratulate you on your nomination for Love Story.
Well, thank you, Shirley. I've watched this show before. I know what happens to the winners. But tell me, what happens to the losers?
Well, after the show, they meet in the parking lot and read their acceptance speeches to each other.
The parking lot, eh? Well, I'll remember that just in case. Now, the nominees for Best Achievement in Sound are Ronald Pierce and David Moriarty for Airport.
Douglas Williams and Don Bassman for Patton.
Gordon K. McCallum and John Bramall for Ryan's Daughter.
Murray Spivak and Herman Lewis for Tora, Tora, Tora.
Dan Wallen and Larry Johnson for Woodstock.
The winner is... The winners are Douglas Williams and Don Bassman for Patton.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I thank you, and I'm very grateful and humble for this great honor. I want to thank everyone who had anything to do with the picture of Patton and the management at Fox Studios for their confidence and faith in me. I wish to thank George C. Scott for a fine performance as General Patton. Our wonderful producer, Frank McCarthy, a very talented director, Franklin Schaffner. Our two sound directors, James Corcoran and John Bonner. And also, my very talented associates on the picture, Murray Spivak and Ted Soderberg. And our inspired sound effects editors, Don Hall, Dick Jensen, Bill Hartman, and Don Isaacs. Thank you again.
I would like to take a moment to thank two gentlemen that I took to Europe with me, who performed so admirably and really are a part of this. I think they're the best in the business, my boom man, Victor Good, and my recorder, Don Parker. A million thanks to Frank McCarthy, and also to Franklin Schaffner, and they were both just marvelous. Thank you very much.